Next, I said it was big.
Speaking of eating dicks.
Kinda. Next up at UFC 318, we have Jimmy Crute taking on Marcin Prachnio. Jimmy Crute is 12-4 in his career. Jacob, ask me how many fights he has won in his last 5.
Jimmy Crute hasn't won a fight since October 17, 2020, I believe is the date.
People were wearing masks the last time Jimmy Crute won a fight. His record in his last 5 is 3 losses, and then a no contest and a draw. Jimmy Crute can't find a win to save his life. And in that mix was a retirement. What's unfortunate for Jimmy...
in that mix, Marcin Prachnio has won 4 fights in the UFC, including a win over Khalil Roundtree Jr.
Marcin Prachnio, 17-8 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. This fight is an interesting one to break down. You can see Jimmy Crute, we just talked about the fact that he hasn't won a fight in 5 years, is a 3-1 favorite. And a lot of that has to do with just the clash of styles. Style-wise, skill-wise, Jimmy Crute's a decent fighter. He can get some takedowns. He's got decent hands. He's got good submissions. He's just had an unfortunate run of luck. Jimmy Crute's losses are very, very frustrating for him. He did retire out of frustration when he lost to Alonzo Menafield. Then he came back only to 10-8 Rodolfo Bellato in the first round just to give up the next 2 rounds, which made it a draw. He's taking on Marcin Prachnio. Marcin Prachnio is a what?
I forgot I was on the fucking We Want Picks account.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Jacob just commented this, not as himself. Asshole. Wait, how are you able to do that as We Want Picks?
I can do anything in this account, Angelo.
Oh, because you're an a whatever?
Yeah, it's fucking kind of my account too, asshole.
I didn't know if you had to be literally logged in because it's assigned to Gmail. But I guess as a moderator or whatever. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Marcin Prachnio is a combat karate guy. He has over 400 combat karate wins. That's that same martial art that MVP does, but he fights a little differently than MVP. He comes forward, gets a little technical, but also a little brawly. He has no problem holding against the cage, no problem getting some takedowns. He can have some chin issues. He will engage in a firefight, and he's coming off that submission loss to Modestas Bukauskas, and that is why Jimmy Crute is the favorite here, because the general expectation here is that Jimmy will find the takedown, and Jimmy will have success on top, either by finish or win enough rounds to get a decision. I do think Jimmy wins here. I do think the grappling gap is big. And despite Jimmy somehow fighting to a draw in his last fight, he did look very good early. So Jimmy Crute's going to be my pick, but we're getting into wild territory here at 3-1 odds. What do you think, Jacoby?
People think that Jimmy Crute came off a fucking retirement when he realized he couldn't fucking cut it, and he fucking just stopped doing mixed martial arts. They come to Sydney, so he's like, yeah, I'll fucking fight again. I got the fire back. Let me fight in front of the home fans. People think that that was like a good performance. He came in there against Bellato a minute into the fight, a minute 30 into the fight, whatever it was. Bellato tried this fucking like dumbass fucking like lat drop or a throw or something like that, and literally just pulled Jimmy Crute into full mount on top of him. Boom, in one swift motion. It went from a takedown attempt to Jimmy Crute's in full mount with 4 minutes to go in the round in front of his home fans. Hasn't won a fight in fucking 5 years, 4 years at that point, whatever it was. He ended up getting a 10-8 round, didn't find a finish, was complete control the entire time, goes to the second round, loses the second round against a guy that's fucking dead tired. He's fucking dead tired. The other guy's dead tired. He's fucking getting lit up, but Bellato's got no power. He ends up losing the second and third rounds of a fight where he got the most advantageous position gifted to him with 4 minutes going the first round with a 10-8 round, didn't find a finish, lost the next 2 rounds, hasn't won a fight in 5 years, not a good striker, can beat chin. Takedowns are kind of just okay, and even if he's getting the takedowns, he's not like he's going to automatically get a submission type win. He's had positions like that before, as we saw, and he couldn't get a finish, and now this guy's sitting at minus 300. I understand that Marcin Prachnio is nothing special, but he does fucking hit really hard. He's dynamic with the striking. He actually does have some decent toughness. When he's getting taken down, it's because he's already kind of gassed. Well, Jimmy Crute showed in his last fight that even when he's in a dominant position, that he gases. I understand he was trying to chase the finish, but Marcin Prachnio is a more than capable striker to knock out Jimmy Crute. I think his takedown defense, especially early, is good enough. And Jimmy Crute, he's still just a punching bag. Just because they were both tired in the last fight and Blotto had nothing behind the shots, he still just fucking stands there and just fucking gets lit up. And Marcin Prachnio, if he hits you, that last fight against Bukauskas, he fucking had that guy hurt in the second with that sweet little head kick. He had that guy hurt and wobble to start the third. He initiated the grappling, ended up losing. I get it, but this feels like the most pick'em fight in the world. And this is like one of the first times where I'm like kind of just playing value at the plus 250 and just kind of throwing a unit on it and seeing what happens, because I think this should be a fucking pick'em fight. And I don't think the grappling advantage that people think Jimmy Crute has will show up in this fight.
It'll definitely be, I don't disagree with a lot of things you said. It'll definitely be an interesting fight.
By the way, I felt like I was just talking for 28 minutes. Was that long?
It was longer than usual, but it wasn't.
I was in it because Prachnio was almost the fucking lock of the week.
Yeah, you definitely went the better direction. Not that he can't
fuck
win. Just
you, stupid bitch.
$9,000 for Jimmy Crute in DraftKings Fantasy. You're really going to hope he gets that submission if that's the bet you're placing, or if that's the line you're putting in your DraftKings Fantasy lineup. If you do want to check out every single tool that we have, including a fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times and gives you the outputs. If you play DraftKings Fantasy, you want an optimizer to do the work for you. Everything we offer is in one package. Just go to WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10. You get all of it instantly with one click of the button for an entire month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. $5 super chat from Johnny Castaneda brings him to the #1 spot in the leaderboard. Still love you, Angelo. You the man. Appreciate you, Johnny. W Autoglass said you should listen to your voicemail from 9440. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Let's see what we're working with here. I can read the transcripts before I hit play, so you're not slipping anything by me. Okay, this is appropriate. Here we go.
Jacob, it's your father. Can you please run to the gas station and get me some Marlboro Reds? You should probably stop smoking if you don't want to sound like me. Okay, thanks. Oh, Billy!
That was a good old Billy. W, well done. That was a good old Billy. Congratulations.
Yeah, my dad would never call me, so.
You know how I know that wasn't my dad? He got milk 38 years ago. Still waiting for it. Lavelle, did you see Coked Out Coast at the presser? I did. That was crazy. Did you see that?
I think he's just emotional. He's just fired up. They
He
mentioned
was
Chimaev, so I think he really fucking hates Chimaev. He mentioned something about his girlfriend's DMs, and Costa seems like a guy that would really piss him off.
I actually love Costa as a person and his like online persona. His fights are exciting. I'm hoping he wins.
We all know why you love him.
Great hair. Next lemon, $1.99. Thanks for everything you do, boys. Making Millie's Saturday. We appreciate you, Lennon.
Appreciate you, Lennon. Lennon's in like an OG.